Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you are new here, my name is Madeline and today I'm going to be taking you through a full body Pilates class. Today we're going to be using our Bala Bangles and our light hand weights. This is going to be a full body class where we move through core, we're going to do some hip bridges, we're going to get into glutes really deep, and we're gonna do it all really efficiently and really effectively. I'm gonna try to make the most of your time. So when you're ready, let's get into it. Grab your props if you're using them and meet me on the mat. All right, so we're going to begin on our back today. We've got our ankle weights on if we're using them, and we've got our hand weights off to the side, easily in reach up by your shoulders. So roll all the way back down. Let's take a few deep breaths here together before we get into the work. So bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Knees can be bent or straight, whatever feels most comfortable for you. Let's take a few deep breaths in here, starting with an inhale through the nose and an exhale out the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. On your next breath in, I want you to think about that intention, how you want to feel today, the energy you want to bring into this class. Breathe that in. And as you exhale, let something go that's not serving you. One more here, breathing nice and deep in through the nose, filling yourself all the way up. And exhale, release. All right, let's get right into it. So knees are bent. Our feet are in line with our hips. Take your fingertips down and reach to tickle your heels. You should be able to just touch your heels. That's about how far away they should be from your bum. Our hands are coming behind our head. Elbows are wide. We're just going to start with a crunch. So as you exhale, we lift up out of the head, neck, and shoulders. Look towards the tops of the knees. And inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold it up on this next one. Little pulse at the top, 1 inch up and 1 inch down. If you don't already have on a good playlist, I would suggest putting on some music that you like for this class. It always helps us move a little bit more smoothly and with ease. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold up through the chest. I told you we're getting right into it. We're going to draw that right knee in. Tap the toe down as you lower through your chest. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So that knee is pulling in towards your forehead as you lift up and lower. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that knee up on this next one. So knee is going to stay steady. We're going to twist elbow to knee and then come back through center. Twist elbow to knee, come back through center. So we're not lowering through the chest. We're just twisting and pulling back. Twist and pull back. This is great for obliques. Just starting to warm up. Hold that knee super steady for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee stays there. We're going to extend the leg long this time as you lower your upper body. Pull the knee in as you lift. So if this is too much, you go back to that toe tap. Okay, so instead of extending the leg long, you tap the toe to the mat. But if you're looking for that build, you're extending with me. Just for 5, 4, we're going to switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Lower the chest, lower the foot. Before we move on to the other side, let's flush it out. We're going to press into both feet, lift through the hips, and come up into a hip bridge. Send your arms all the way back behind you so you can actually let your hands rest down on the mat. So lift your hips, and by having our arms back, our ribs are gonna wanna splay out. So I want you to tuck those ribs in and pull everything in through center, okay? This is gonna warm up our core even more. We're just gonna take a few taps and lifts with the hips. So we tap the hips and lift. Keep the arms back the whole time. The goal here is to start getting some engagement through those upper abs, because you'll want to really keep them knitting in, and that's gonna take a little bit of work. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the hips up just here for 4, for 3, lift 1 more inch for 2, and lower down. Nice. Hands come back behind the head, elbows wide. Let's take a few crunches in through center to start. We lift, look to the knees, and lower. Lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on this next one. We're gonna take the left knee into the chest, tap the toe, and lower the upper body. Bring that knee in as you crunch and lower. Lift and lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that knee up as you lift. So knee stays steady. We draw elbow to knee twist, and then come back through center. Twist and center, twist and center. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it in through center. We extend the leg long and then draw it in. Extend the leg long, draw it in as you crunch. Lower the upper body as you extend. Lift and crunch. Extend and lift. Extend and lift for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your foot to the mat. You can take your hands to your belly and just take a nice deep breath in. Maybe if it feels good, windshield wiper your legs from side to side, releasing any tension in your low back. All right, we're gonna move on to our side next. So take one more twist to either side, and then you're gonna roll onto your side body to face me. So we're gonna mirror each other for this one. We've got one weight handy, and we're gonna start in a modified side plank. So your shoulder and elbow are stacked. You're on your forearm. Our knees are about 45 degrees away from our hips. Heels, bum, and shoulders are all in one long line. So you should have your back body in line with the back of the mat. You can start with your arm all the way up. We're gonna take a modified side plank. So you're gonna lift out of the hips, pulling up through that side waist, and think about slightly pressing that top hip forward. So we're gonna lower down and tap, lift and squeeze, lower, lift and squeeze. All right, so the biggest thing here is to keep that shoulder activated. If you're feeling any pressure through that shoulder, take a breath or a break whenever you need. Nice. We lower and lift. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna lift it up and hold. We're pulsing. 1 inch up and 1 inch down. Nice. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the hips up if you can. We're gonna twist that arm underneath, thread it around, try to square off your shoulders with the mat, and then lift all the way up. We twist and lift, twist and lift. Nice work. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. You can lower yourself down. So take a breath here. The next position we're going to come into is knee under your hip, and we're on that supporting hand. So you want that knee straight underneath this hip. Hand is on the mat. We've got that top leg long. Let's start with the stretch. Reach that arm up overhead, opening up through your side body. All right, so we're going to be getting into the side glute here as well as the obliques, both of them. So lift that top arm all the way up when you're ready and lift that leg. So from here, we're gonna lower the leg halfway, lift and bring your hand to your thigh. We lift the arm up as you lower your leg and lift, lower and lift. All right, so that top oblique is working as you lift your leg. And then this bottom oblique, still engaged because we're continuing to pull away from the mat. Nice. We lift and lift. That bottom glute, that supporting leg is gonna start to feel it as well. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Now extend your arm back overhead. We're gonna draw elbow to knee and extend it long. Elbow to knee, extend. So you can look towards that knee and then look down. Look towards that knee and look down. Nice, for 6, 5. We're almost done in this position. In 3, 2, we're gonna hold it long and take a little pulse here, up 1 inch and down 1 inch. Arm and leg moving together for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come up, grab that weight, come up onto your knee and take that top leg long. So the weight is gonna come in the hand on that supporting leg side. So for me, it's my left hand. Hand comes behind your head, open through the elbow. We're grabbing onto that weight. Knee is in line with your hip, so we're nice and stable in this position. We're gonna lower down and lift. So engaging through that bottom side oblique as you lower and lift. The heavier weight you have here, the harder it is. I'm using 2 pounds, and personally, I think that is just enough because we're gonna be here for quite a few reps. So you're lowering and lifting, and as you lift, you're pulling up with that top side oblique. All right, let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold it low and pulse. 1 inch up and 1 inch down. Find the deepest that you can go here and stay there. We're just here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, take that knee in. You can sit your heels back and grab your other weight. Let's take a little break and do arms before we move over to the other side. So you can either be sitting back on your heels like this, or come up onto your knees, whatever feels best. We're gonna start with a curl. Roll the shoulders back, curl the weights up to your shoulders, and lower back down. So if you're up on your knees like me, I want you to think about pressing your hips forward and having a little bit of engagement through that core as well. So that'll help keep us upright and super steady. Nice, as we curl and lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Arms are gonna hold at 90. We serve the platter, extend those arms, and row the elbows back. Serve the platter, row it back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the arms long. We open the arms wide and close in front of your chest. So elbows stay bent and those arms do not go past your shoulders. We open and close. Nice, keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed away from your ears. Notice if you feel them creeping up. All right, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we hold the arms wide. Now we're gonna do a serve the platter to the side. So take the elbows in, squeeze tight into your sides and reach them long. Draw it in and reach them long. So this arm sequence is about 3 or 4 minutes. So stick with it, we're more than halfway done. We pull it in and send it long. Nice, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold it long and take little circles on this next one. Extend the arms. Again, not past your shoulders, little circles to the back. Nice light grip on your weights. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. We reverse the circle to the front. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, roll the shoulders back. Let's finish with triceps. So if you're up on your knees like me, we're gonna tilt forward. If you're sitting back, come up onto your knees like this, tilt yourself forward and knit your ribs together. We're gonna take the weights facing in towards our body and down in front of our thighs. So your palms are facing in. You're gonna take a semicircle to the back, squeeze your arms behind you, and then a semicircle to the front, to the back, and to the front, to the back, and to the front. We squeeze and squeeze. Nice. For 8, 7, keep those ribs knitting in. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it to the back and squeeze the weights together. Like you're clapping behind your back. We're finishing here for the arm sequence. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wonderful. Now we're gonna go over to the other side for that glute sequence we did. So keep one weight with you. And you can flip around. So we're gonna start with that modified side plank. We're on our forearm. Shoulder is directly over your elbow. Knees are about 45 degrees away from your hips. And we've got heels, bum, and shoulders in alignment. Take your top arm up, lift through the hips, press that top hip forward. We lower and lift, lower and lift. Nice. All right, well, you're way more than halfway done. So stick with me through the sequence on this other side. You got it. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the hips, hold, and pulse. 1 inch up and 1 inch down. Nice. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. We're taking that arm, we're threading it underneath, we're squaring off the shoulders to the mat. We lift and twist, lift and twist. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Nice work. All right, now we're coming up onto that knee and onto our hand. Take your weight. We're gonna start with that arm reaching up overhead, extending long from your toes to your fingers, getting that nice stretch. And then when you're ready, we re-engage through our side, lift your arm up over your shoulder and take that leg up. We're gonna tap the hand to the thigh, lower the leg halfway, and reach the arm up over your shoulder. We tap and lift, tap and lift. Nice. Tap and lift. Beautiful work. Let's go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the leg there. Reach your arm back overhead, knee to elbow, and reach. Knee to elbow, and reach. For 6, look to the knee and look down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold everything long. You're looking down towards that hand and pulse up 1 inch and down 1 inch. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that foot, come up onto your knee. We're grabbing onto our weight. Take your weight into the hand with that supporting leg. Elbow open, hand behind your head. We dip it low and lift. Dip it low and lift. Nice. All right, this is our last move on this side. And then we're gonna come into tabletop and we're gonna finish this class with a little glute burn. Nice. We lower and lift for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it low and pulse. Get as low as you can here. Feel that top oblique really firing up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, we don't need our weights anymore. We're gonna finish this sequence on our knees, and you can either come onto your hands into tabletop or onto your forearms. I'm gonna come onto my forearms. Let's start with the right leg. So draw that knee into your chest, like you're rounding your back for a cat-cow, and send the leg long and high. So the emphasis is on the high. We wanna really engage through the top of that glute. Round the knee into the chest. Send the leg high. Round. Send it up. Nice. Round and send it up. This is the last little sequence in our workout today, so stick with it. All right, we've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold the leg up here, point through the toe. We lower the toe to the mat and lift. Lower and lift for 8, 7. Notice if your ribs are starting to expand here and draw them back in through center. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold the leg all the way up and take a pulse at the very top for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg there. We're coming onto the left forearm and your right fingertip. So you're opening your hip to the side. We're gonna draw that knee to your elbow and send it long. Draw knee to elbow, send it long. Knee comes to elbow, send it long. So the hips are opening to the side. You can see here that my top hip is lifted for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold that leg long on this next one. Little circles in that top corner, squeezing through the glute. Let's go for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Reverse the direction. For 5, for 4, for 3. We're almost done. In 2, we're gonna tap and lift that leg. Tap to the mat and lift. Tap and lift. So hips are open. Engage through the core for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up and we pulse to finish. Little pulse at the top for 8, 7, 6. Point through that toe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that knee, sink your hips back. Beautiful work. We've got one more side and then we're done. So when you're ready, we're gonna pull back forward. Up to you, whether you take this on your hands or on your forearms. I'm coming all the way down. If you're on your forearms, press those palms together. Draw the left knee into your chest. Extend the leg long and high. Draw it in. Extend long and high. Nice. As you extend, we point through that toe and lift. Pull it in and lift. Nice. This is a great full body class to do any time of the day with no equipment or very little equipment. You can do this class in your pajamas. So I hope that this is resonating with you and you can integrate it into your daily practice. Last 2. Hold that leg long on this next one. Point through the toe. We tap the toe to the mat and lift. Tap and lift. Nice. Really focusing on the lift here. Squeeze at the top. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the toe all the way up. Little pulse at the very, very top. Now notice your ribs again here. Pull them in through center for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg there. We come onto the right forearm and the left fingertips. We open up the hip. We're gonna draw knee to elbow, send it long. Draw knee to elbow, send it long. Knee to elbow. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg long on this next one. Reach it all the way. We tap and lift, tap and lift. We're almost done. Stick with it here for 5, 4, 3, 2. We hold it up and we circle. Little circles to the front for 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. We're going to pulse to finish, up 1 inch and down 1 inch. All right, for 6, put a smile on. For 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Draw that knee in. Sink your hips back. Amazing work. You can let your forehead rest all the way down to the mat if that feels comfortable. And then when you're ready, let's take a little stretch. We'll move through a downward dog. We'll take pigeon pose, and then we'll finish with a breath. So pull up and forward. Press into all 10 fingers. Tuck your toes and send your hips all the way back. Whew, that feels good. Pedal out through the backs of your heels. Release any tension you're holding in through your shoulders or on your face. When you're ready, we're going to lift the right leg all the way up, maybe opening up through your hip, pulling that heel towards your bum if that feels good. And then on your next exhale, we straighten out through the hips, draw that knee forward, and let it land by your right wrist. So adjust yourself however feels best for you here. Maybe you're laying yourself all the way forward over that leg, and just releasing through the glute. We did do a lot of glute work today. So take whatever it is that you need here, breathing nice and deep. Let's take one more breath. And when you're ready, we're gonna prop ourselves back up. Press up onto your fingertips, tuck that back toe, lift the knee, and send your hips back. Step your right foot back. We'll do the same thing on the other side. That left leg lifts all the way, maybe opening up through your hip, pulling that heel towards your bum. And then we straighten out through the hips. We draw the knee forward and drop it down by your left wrist. The straighter or more parallel your shin is with the front of the mat, the deeper the stretch will be, so just adjust however you need. Maybe laying forward, resting your forehead on your hands or on the mat, and letting that hip and glute release. So as you come back to your breath here, let's come back to our intention. Notice how you're feeling after moving and changing your energy. And let's move into the rest of our day with that intention that we set. So when you're ready, we're gonna prop ourselves back up, swing your back leg around and come to seated, and let's finish with a breath together. So breathing into that intention, breathing into that good energy, we take the arms all the way up on the inhale, and exhale as you bring your hands through heart center, lock in all that good energy you created. Amazing work. You should feel very proud of yourself for moving today, getting yourself on the mat. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that class. Please feel free to leave me a comment, reach out to me on IG. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you'd like to see more of, and I hope to see you on the mat again soon. Thank you.